that video. So I have like 8 books, and I'm just gonna be rambling and tapping the whole time. So I hope you enjoy, and let me know any recommendations. So first, let's start off with probably the oldest book I got, since all of these are like pre-owned. So this is the first one, and it's called A Tree Grows in Brooklyn. It sounds really good, but it's really old, as you can see. But all of these books, I'm not gonna lie, are like recommendations I found on like YouTube or TikTok. So this was in Savers, just like a thrift shop, and this was like $1.50. You can see here, which is really cheap. And I heard this book is like really emotional and can change your life. So it is about 400 pages. So, but I'm not gonna lie, I'm still reading East of Eden. I've been kind of slacking because I have a few reasons actually. One of them is because I started playing Deltarune again. It's a video game, and I've played the first 2 chapters when it first came out, but there's like 5 chapters out now, and I bought the game on PS5, so I've been just playing. I beat chapter 2 and 3. I replayed chapter 2. So yeah, that's what I've been taking my time. And also, I don't know if I've said this in my other videos, but I was taking this dual enrollment class. It started last week actually. Oh yeah, I wasn't able to talk about it because my last video was like a roleplay video, so. But it took so much of my time. It took me like 3 or 4 hours a day. So that's what I was doing. And today was like one of the last days to drop out, so I low-key dropped it. I actually did learn some stuff, but it wasn't really worth it, in my opinion. Especially since I'm going on vacation in like next month. Sorry if you can hear my mom chopping food in the back. This is one of the only times where I can record a video, so. But really, thank you so much for sad book about family. I believe they're both about family. This is another nice texture we have here. But I like this sort of black and white design. It really makes it feel like what's it called? When you're like stuck in a small space, claustrophobic. Which is, I think that's what the glass castle is supposed to mean. I don't know, actually. Don't quote me on that, but this one is a lot shorter with only 200, actually it's almost 300 pages, but bro, I really hope you can't hear the cutting in the back that much. The chopping of the food. But let me know. Oh yeah, to address my last video, it was pretty bad, I'm not gonna lie. First of all, it was like my first roleplay. I don't really like to call it roleplay, but and the mic wasn't even working, so that's why I had to title it Lo-Fi, because the mic wasn't working. So it was just the phone mic, I think, and the camera quality was really bad. I don't know why. I think my camera's just blurry, or it's just really dark. I don't know. But this video is kind of bright. I'm not gonna lie. It's like 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock. There's this really cool app that my cousin sent to me. I don't know what it's called, but I think it's called Sedlong or something. But it's this really cool thing where you can send a video every hour. It basically just shows your friends or family what you're doing. So every hour you can send a 3-second video what you're doing, which I thought was pretty cool. But a day like today, I haven't been doing anything. I don't really know. Books are one of the best tapping triggers for sure. I'll try to focus on making some good sounds. But let me read the back for you. The Glass Castle is a remarkable memoir of resilience and redemption, and a revelatory look into a family at once deeply dysfunctional with uniquely vibrant. When sober, Jeanette's brilliant and charismatic father captured his children's imagination, teaching them physics, geology, and how to embrace life fearlessly. But when he drank, he was dishonest and destructive. Her mother was a free spirit who abhorred the idea of domesticity and didn't want the responsibility of raising a family. The Wall's children learned to take care of themselves. They fed, clothed, and protected one another, and eventually found their way to New York. Their parents followed them, choosing to be homeless even as their children prospered. The Glass Castle is truly astonishing, a memoir permeated by the intense love of a peculiar but loyal family. So I guess this is also about a family in New York, which I think the other one is about also. And I don't know, I just can't read today, but we'll see. I might read this soon. Who knows? Alright. Next we have the City of Thieves. There's another nice texture shirt cover here, similar to the other one, same type of material. Do some scratching. But this is a shorter book, also 250 pages. And I got this for $4. It's a little ripped in the front, but other than that, it's not too bad. But I think this is a fairly popular book, and I've seen it on a few people's favorite lists. And I heard this is funny and sad, so we'll see. This is during World War II, I believe. Yeah. I've never really read that many books about war, other than what I had to do for school, like the Diary of Anne Frank, or I feel like there's another one, but excited for this book. It's a coming of age story, I suppose. I guess. There's another nice cover of two guys walking through. It's the winter. You can see the trees. This is by David Benioff. I bet all these say the #1 New York Times bestseller on it. Who actually knows what that means? I don't know. I actually watched the World Cup yesterday, and it was the final game, so I was just LARPing, you know. But I mean, I did play soccer last year a little bit, but it was really interesting to watch. Spain definitely had control the entire game. Argentina barely got any shots off, I think, yeah. And Spain almost scored so many times, but the Argentina's goalie was really good, so. I wish they counted the Nico Williams, like, they called a foul, I believe, but it would have counted as a goal. allergies because I get allergies to old books. But I'm trying to hold in the sneezes. But that was The City of Thieves by David Benioff. I don't know how to pronounce that. But this is a popular book I have here. Just the Kite Runner. There's another deep book. People describe it as powerful, haunting, extraordinary, riveting, and unforgettable. This is pretty long book, almost 400 pages. I don't know much about what this is about, but I've heard really good things. They're making, I think they already made a show or a movie about this. But I saw this in multiple places, so this was $3. Nice gold cover. But off topic, but have you guys seen The Odyssey? Because I just bought tickets to watch it, and it's in 2 weeks I'm watching it. And you wanna know why? It's because I am watching it in an IMAX 70mm theater. Probably the greatest movie experience you can have. And that was like the soonest I could get a ticket with not too bad of a seats. But we are on the side low-key, like everything that's been going on. I actually don't know if I have anything else to talk about, but I wish I read these books already, but I'm gonna have to make a video one day that I've read all these books and I can talk about each of them. actually just got kind of tired, kind of sleepy. Hopefully you're sleeping, getting sleepy. That's your goal. I like to listen to like ramblings while I fall asleep. And then I'll listen to straight like sounds when I'm working or studying. It helps me focus a little bit. Especially with those expensive mics. Maybe one day we'll have a nice mic. Let's read the back. At first sight, Ove is almost certainly the grumpiest man you will ever meet. A curmudgeon with staunch principles, strict routines, in a short fuse. People think him bitter, and he thinks himself surrounded by idiots. Over a well-ordered, solitary world gets a shake-up one November morning with the appearance of new neighbors, a chatty young couple, and their two boisterous daughters, who announce their arrival by accidentally flattening Ove's mailbox with their U-Haul. What follows is a heartwarming tale of unkept cats, unlikely friendships, and a community's unexpected reassessment of the one person they thought they had all figured out. A word-of-mouth bestseller that has caused a sensation across Europe. Frederick Bachman's irresistible novel about the angry old man next door is an uplifting exploration of the unreliability of first impressions, and a gentle reminder that life is sweeter when it is shared with other which have been incredibly eye-opening and useful. And it's really taught me a lot, like a lot as a Christian. I'm about halfway through the letters, I think. And I watched this guy, I don't know his channel's name, Tribone something, but he has a YouTube channel, and he's made a video for every chapter slash letter to explain it more, because I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I just don't really understand what C.S. Lewis is trying to say, but his videos really help me, so. And I've learned, like, actually so much, it's crazy. And you know what's crazy is I went to church yesterday, and my pastor actually was talking about the screw tape letters. He referenced it, and I was like, "Hey, I'm reading." I didn't say anything, but you know, I don't know. I thought that was cool. But I think this book is more about the argument of Christianity. C.S. Lewis's argument for why Christianity is real, and I'm really interested to see what he explains, what his thoughts are. But I've been really loving the screw tape layers, so it is genuinely a life-changing book if you apply it. Because really all of it, almost all of the things I've read so far in the screw tape layers, I can like relate to. It's basically about how the devil tries to get us not to believe in Christianity and basically just go to hell. So as harsh as that sounds, but it's really true. I just read the part where he says that, like, I don't know how to describe it. If you know the quote, you know it. It's like, the path to hell isn't like super extravagant. It's like really low key, and like sometimes you don't even realize it. Like even like lukewarm Christians can, you know, not, they can think they're saved, series on the BBC. The lectures were published as 3 books and subsequently combined as this book, Mere Christianity. C.S. Lewis proves that at the center of each there is something or someone who, against all divergences of belief, all differences of temperament, and all memories of mutual persecution, speaks with the same voice, rejecting the boundaries that divide Christianity's many denominations. The 20th century masterpiece provides an unequaled opportunity for believers and non-believers alike to hear a powerful, rational case for the Christian faith. I think every person could benefit from reading this book. You can see the screw tape letters here. The Great Divorce is just another book that I really want to read. So. Shout out to C.S. Lewis. Make sounds like this. Yeah, Mere Christianity. Reading this soon. I'm probably gonna take